Hi, thank you for watching this video. My name's Cooper, and this is my opinion on feminism, thanks to my experience this morning with my human. This morning started out like most normal days. My human has a rostered day off, and he decided that he was going to do some odd jobs around the house and that we needed to go down to our local hardware store to buy some materials and supplies to get the jobs done. Anyway, we're walking around Bunnings, chasing up what we need, nails, glue, and bits and pieces of wood. And my human notices this woman pushing around a trolley with bags of cement on the bottom level. Now, a couple of these bags of cement fell off while she was pushing her trolley. My human goes up to her and offers some help. Unbeknownst to us, this was a trigger for her. This woman starts berating my human, yelling at him, telling him to get away from her, swearing all sorts of obscenities when all my human has gone and done is said, "Would you like some help?" She did not take kindly to that. In fact, she started treating him like he was there to rape her. Now, I don't know why someone would act like that, especially in a public place where there are literally dozens of people within earshot. It boggles the mind. You know what I mean? And she's quite lucky that she arced me up enough that I wanted to go and bite her. It was really frustrating for me, watching my human who's offered to help get abused by a woman who all she had to do was say, "No, I'm fine, thank you very much." Now, this is not where the story ends, unfortunately. My human and I continued on around the store, and about 15 minutes later, we were approached by the police. The accusation made against us was that my human had sexually assaulted this woman and that I had been overly aggressive towards this woman. I literally sat there and just let off a little snarl. That was it. This woman has, God help her if she really runs into a dangerous dog, because she will be in trouble. So, anyway, we are getting interviewed by the police. They're questioning us about what happened, why we acted the way we acted. And, I'm having a good time because the female officer of the pair is, giving me cuddles and attention. She can quite clearly see I'm not an aggressive dog. My human is telling them what happened, and then you hear from the next aisle over, "That's a lie," from the woman. My human then proceeds to pull his body cam off of his belt. He wears a body cam whenever he goes out now because of issues that he had with his ex. Now, this is cover his ass, and if he picks up an offence anywhere, he has actual video evidence to hand over to the police. My human is the type of guy that if he sees a fight, he will step in and break it up. He sees someone fallen and needs help to get up, he will be there helping them get up. He is a decent guy. And this woman just decided, let's make his life a living hell. I don't know what goes through these people's minds. She obviously didn't notice the body cam was attached to his belt. So he proceeded to show the body cam footage to the police officer. Police officer can quite clearly see that there is no sexual assault of any point. My human never physically touched this woman. All he did was, "Ma'am, would you like some help?" To which this allegation came out of. Obviously, my human was not charged. My human has forwarded on the footage to the police service so they can continue their investigation into the matter. So after the police officers have reviewed the footage of my human's body cam, they just take down his details, make sure all the contact details they've got are correct. And they tell us that they will most likely charge this woman with making a false complaint. They also turned around and said that women these days have become so convincing as victims, play it with such conviction that it's hard not to believe them. This woman was apparently in tears on the phone when she was making her complaint to the police to get them there. Anyway, the woman in the next aisle hears that we're being released, that we're going to be able to go about and continue on our shopping. She makes a huge scene at this. She actually gets violent with the two police officers that are there with her. She swears, carries on, and she is actually taken away and arrested there on the spot, repeatedly telling the police to F off, and that me and my human should be locked up. I don't know what was going through this woman's head. Maybe she had bipolar or some sort of psychosis, where reality is whatever she imagines it is. But it actually turned out that she was a feminist. She was of the opinion that all men are pigs, and that we should not be allowed to walk the earth freely. And again, this all came about because my human offered to help her pick up bags of cement off the ground and put them back on her trolley. No other incident occurred. He didn't touch her. There was no back and forwards. As soon as he was told to F off, he said, "Okay, ma'am, have a good day." That was it. There was no, "Oh, you're a bitch." Nothing. My human did not say a bad word about this person, but yet she took it upon herself to make a false report to the police and try her best to get him arrested and locked away. And me too. I would have been sent off to the pound. What is wrong with people these days that they have to interfere in other people's lives without a decent reason? I would like to say that I am not against feminists at all. Fighting for equal rights is a noble cause. Where we live, equal rights is not a problem. You have the same legal rights as a man. A male and a female police officer make the same money. A male and a female solicitor make the same money. A male and a female garbage collector make the same money. If my human hadn't had a body cam on him, that woman would have had him arrested just on her word. That is wrong. What I have a problem with is when these feminists abuse their rights and responsibilities to be honest, decent citizens of the world. What happened to the golden rule? Do unto others as you would have done unto you. In other words, treat people how you want to be treated. A lot of people aren't doing this anymore. A lot of people just think they can get away with whatever they want to do. They want to make a false complaint, ruin someone's life, they'll do it. They think their opinion is the only opinion. They're not open to listening to anyone else's opinion. I don't know what else to say to feminists, but pull your heads in. You think it's alright to lie about someone and have them charged with crimes they didn't commit? There is something wrong with you. That is not how a decent human being acts. Not someone that's after equal rights, which is what feminists claim they are after. Women in Western countries have more rights than ever, and equal rights to men. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. You commit the same crime, you're charged with the same thing. Women in third world countries, however, have it completely different. That is where feminists should be fighting. You want to make a change to the world, that is where to make it. Where women are actually being oppressed. Where women are beaten for no reason. That is where the problems are. You want to complain about rights that you have in the country that you live already? That to me is just stupid. Honestly, what goes through your mind to make you think that you do not get the same pay for the same job? You want to go by hours? You get the same hourly rate. It is a legal requirement unless you are on a contract. And if you're on a contract, you negotiated that contract. Reality is not what you think it is. The reality of the situation is that you have the rights that you claim you do not have. You have the pay you claim you do not have. And this going after men for any reason that is not justified is just wrong. I honestly believe that if you accuse someone of a crime they did not commit, the same penalty they were facing for that crime, you should be facing for making that false complaint. No human is that important that they can usurp the rights of another human being.